chance. Get to know me.
It begins not with a bang, but with a heartbreakingly awkward handshake, the kind where you're not sure if you're witnessing the start of a beautiful friendship or the unraveling of someone's sanity. Welcome to Friendship, a 24's audacious new entry in the comedy genre, set to jolt audiences with an offbeat, unforgettable ride that lands in theaters May 23rd, 2025, directed by Andrew DeYoung, best known for his sharp comedic direction on Hulu's Pen 15 and Shrill. The film runs for a tight 1 hour and 40 minutes and boasts a cast that's nothing short of electric. Tim Robinson on his first full-length big-screen showcase stars as Craig, with Paul Rudd playing against type as the magnetic new neighbor, Brian. Joining them are Kate Mara, Jack Dylan Grazer, Rick Worthy, and Tim Robinson at the forefront, supported by studio heavyweights at 24, Fifth Season, and Boulder Light Pictures, ensuring the movie looks every bit as bold as its premise promises. The story, loosely based on the synopsis and now infamous teaser, sounds deceptively simple. A suburban dad, Craig, desperate for meaningful adult connection, latches onto his enigmatic new neighbor, Brian. What starts as a seemingly harmless quest for camaraderie quickly spirals out of control. Craig's attempts to win Brian's approval unleash chaos that threatens to upend not just their own lives, but those of everyone in their orbit. Early scenes tease Craig's awkward but well-intentioned gestures, showing up at Brian's doorstep with a package, over-enthusiastically accepting a drink invite that wasn't really his ID, and the film dives headlong into the nightmare of male-adult friendship, with the tone swinging wildly between raucous physical comedy and moments that genuinely unsettle. Let's break down the trailer. It opens in classic a 24 fashion-brooding lighting, artful close-ups, and an ominous score that, in any other context, might be leading to a grisly murder. But instead, friendship shifts gears, engineering suspense from something far more relatable: the terror of a social interaction gone wrong. Robinson's Craig, eager to impress and desperate not to be dismissed, waffles between cringe-worthy attempts at bonding like a forced backyard barbecue and an over-the-top mushroom hunting trip, and manic, even destructive decisions when rejection comes knocking. Where most comedies wink at awkwardness, this movie leans in, letting each uncomfortable moment boil over until it's both hilarious and painful. Visuals tease a recurring motif, a hidden tunnel beneath City Hall, places where Craig's imagination and the plot spirals into surreal, almost fever dream territory. Blink and you'll miss nods to Craig's unraveling, subliminal flashes of him stuffing a bar of soap in his mouth after a failed party attempt, or breaking into Brian's house for reasons that seem logical to no one but him. On the character front, Tim Robinson brings exactly the kind of unfiltered, kinetic energy fans of "I think you should leave" adore. Expect his signature blend of escalating chaos and innocence gone awry. Paul Rudd, meanwhile, may surprise viewers. Rather than the unflappable charmer we've seen time and again, his Brian is layered, charming at first, but distancing and even enigmatic, suggesting a darkness behind the smile. Kate Mara gives Craig's wife emotional depth. Her frustrations give real stakes to Craig's spiral, while Jack Dylan Grazer and Rick Worthy round out a memorable supporting cast. On social media and in early festival reactions, especially after raucous screenings at Toronto's Midnight Madness program, fans are already calling the movie an instant cult classic, with particular praise for the physical comedy and boundary-pushing strangeness that sets it apart from mainstream comedies. My own theory? While it's tempting to see Friendship as a mere comedy of errors, the recurring metaphor of the tunnels, along with Craig's obsession, points to something deeper, a satire of toxic masculinity, how our culture both idolizes and fears emotional intimacy between men, and the bizarre lengths some will go to fill that void. The clues are there: Bran's sudden chilling withdrawal, Craig's desperate and destructive attempts to restore balance, and the movie's willingness to go pitch black with its humor. Expect revelations about both men's secret lives and a few twists that might just flip the narrative mid-dash. Film.us for the bigger picture. Friendship stands alone. This isn't a sequel or reboot, but its tone places it squarely in the tradition of recent A24 hits that blend anxiety, comedy, and pathos into something larger than genre. With a reported budget hovering around $15 million, the visuals are assured but never flashy. Every awkward lit family dinner or claustrophobic tunnel chase is cinematic but grounded. Pushing the envelope while keeping things recognizably suburban. Is the hype justified? For anyone who's ever felt like an outsider or torpedoed a potential friendship with a single poorly chosen joke, this is the comedy event of the year, destined to be endlessly quoted and debated in group chats everywhere. Here's my final take. Friendship promises to be one of those rare movies that's somehow both riotously funny and deeply sad. It's not just a comedy, but an exorcism of every cringeworthy overreach and failed connection you've ever suffered through. It's Tim Robinson unleashed and Paul Rudd at his most enigmatic, all under a 2/4's watchful genre-bending eye. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What about you? Are you planning to see Friendship on day one? Or does the trailer make you want to run screaming from every BBQ invite this summer? Drop your theories, first impressions, and favorite moments in the comments below. Smash that like button if you love bold, weird comedies. And don't forget to subscribe for all the latest deep dives into Hollywood's strangest, funniest, and most unmissable movies.